humbled and honored to be recognized as the 2019 Burroughs Wellcome Fund North Carolina Teacher of the Year. Make no mistake, every teacher in this room could be up here behind the podium right now. I look forward to working with my amazing cohort as we build a collective platform for what we all believe best represents the teachers of North Carolina. Many teachers look back to their childhood and can name a specific teacher who drew them to the field of education. But my story is a little bit different. I admit that I had amazing teachers growing up. But when I look back at the reason I became a teacher, it wasn't because of one specific adult. Rather, it was the story of my peers, specifically my peers who weren't successful in school, who influenced me to enter the world of education. I grew up in a very blue-collar family in urban Durham. My parents who are with me here tonight, they worked hard, poured out their sweat and tears to build our American dream. I grew up with families who represented an array of diverse backgrounds. Growing up in the evenings, I often went to work with my dad at his second job as a restaurant repairman. And as I ran around those restaurants of Durham, I began to befriend people from all walks of life. Something transformative happened. I learned to value and love people who were different from myself. And my parents taught me a deep sense of honoring each other's diversity and acting in favor of inclusivity. And so, Mom and Dad, for that, I'm thankful. In middle school, something very transformative happened. A group of teachers noticed me, and they pulled me aside and they pushed me into some honors level courses. Boom! All of a sudden, I was on a different track than a lot of those peers I had earlier grown up with. My life changed at this moment for the better, and all of a sudden, I was put on this college-bound track that would change my life's course from those peers whom I had grown up with. I never forgot those friends from my earlier years. I saw in them a beauty and a strength that I felt was overlooked in some of our classrooms and our education system. I felt that it was unfair that our paths in school diverged from each other. I became a teacher to change lives. I became a teacher as a call to social justice so that I could help reach the needs of all of my diverse learners. Luckily, I met my husband along the way, Austin, who is also an amazing educator himself. He showed me another piece of the equity puzzle in education. He introduced me to our region where he grew up, and he showed me the diverse needs of our rural schools and of the rural poverty in our schools. We have both devoted our professional lives to being the change that we want to see in our school system. And to my husband, Austin, I thank you for walking this path with me and being there for me and believing in me, even when I sometimes didn't believe in myself. So thank you. The path to equity in education is a very diverse path. I am passionate about building equitable STEM opportunities for all of our students of North Carolina, from the tip of Cherokee County down to the eastern, smaller towns of North Carolina. I believe that building a solid, equitable STEM opportunity in our school will pave the way for all of our diverse learners to become successful global citizens. The language our 21st century students speak is the language of coding and robotics and computers and engineering. These skills are at a premium, and if we want our students to be competitive in the global economy after they graduate, we must begin by providing them an equitable opportunity to STEM education. This can and should be a statement of equity. We must encourage, we must nurture, and we must push our students who traditionally underperform in STEM-related jobs and professions to take the leap and find their voice as a successful 21st century learner. I do not walk this path to building equity on the STEM frontier alone. Thank you to my caring and nurturing principal, Ms. Tintle, who has created a classroom, school culture, and classroom culture that celebrates student equity. Thank you to my visionary superintendent, Dr. Grimacy, who has envisioned Moore County Schools as a pioneer for innovation and STEM-based practices that should be and can be a model for our state. Thank you to Dr. Johnson for leading our curriculum department in a way that educates and supports our teachers to be the change we want to see. Thank you to Ms. Ansell, a parent volunteer who represents how our small town community supports this innovative vision. I would also like to take this time to thank our sponsors for the North Carolina Teacher of the Year program. In a business world of deadlines and bottom lines, thank you for taking the time to invest in our public schools and believe in our teachers. In closing, I stand here before you, incredibly humbled and incredibly excited to serve as the 2019 Burroughs Wellcome Fund North Carolina Teacher of the Year. I pledge to you this afternoon to work with my amazing team of educators in this room to represent all the good of our public schools and teachers. To the educators of North Carolina, we see you and we hear your call. Together, the time is now to be bold as educators and create schools that engage our 21st century learners. The time is now to inspire all of our youth to succeed in writing their own personal destinies. The time is now to have our North Carolina schools pave the way for our nation in developing innovative, cutting-edge, equitable, STEM-based learning opportunities that inspire our youth to succeed. Thank you.